So this guy says, "Don't join the army. It's whack." I did. I was in the army. It was whack, which I kind of agree with. It is whack. And then Erica says, "Don't worry, we'll defend the country. You don't got to do it. Freedom of speech." So that's cool and all, you know, it's a valid reasoning. But what exactly did you defend? I mean, like no disrespect, but I mean I don't see nothing being defended right here. So as I was reading through the comments, basically saw this. She's saying, "Oh, you did 6 years. Now this makes sense. I mean, as a pogue, if you were a staff sergeant, we would be getting the same pay." Emoji. Work smarter, you know. Thanks for your 6 years. I thought that was kind of toxic because one, you're saying like you have an easy job, and every job is different, obviously. So you're kind of just downplaying the fact that this guy is, maybe he has a harder job than you, but you're saying, hey, you couldn't last 20 years. Then I thought it was pretty funny when it was like, oh, he makes more than you. He probably does. I mean, it's not really hard to make money in the civilian world. All you really need is to have a good head on your shoulders, and there's opportunity everywhere. But she's like, oh, nothing, hee hee. Not everybody can do the 20. Thanks for your 6 years. Then the guy said, yep, I value my time and sanity more than that. Have fun not making your own decisions for the next 2 decades. Thank you for your service. I mean, it is what it is. And then I came across this. Basically, somebody's asking, hey, are drill sergeants having combat experience? Is it people coming from the front, or are they just level 1 military trainers? So this is where I kind of want to step in and say that having experience does make you a better leader. It does make you a better drill. And I'll give you an example. So if I have a drill sergeant who has a ranger tab, who has combat patch, I'm gonna take everything he says and just like soak it in, because there's a big difference between theory and practice. Theory is basically what you learn in a book, how things should go, how things should go under a controlled environment, versus practice is how things actually go, how you adjust fire, how you adjust to those things that just don't go as planned. So I'll give you a quick example. I had a ranger for a drill sergeant. He had a ranger tab, he had airborne, he had combat patch and deployment. So the stuff, you could tell right away the difference in leadership styles between him and the drill without any deployments or anything like that. You could tell right off the bat who was in their element, who knew their stuff. Now, I know it's 2022, there's not that many deployments, especially for newly E5s coming in, but, this is just complete BS when she says, oh, combat doesn't make you a leader and having a patch doesn't make them easy combat. I mean, that part's true, but I think it definitely does make you a leader, because it's stuff you can pass on. Anytime you have an experience, you learn, and you pass it down to your peers or to the newly trainees. So that's the only thing I want to address here, that it's just I've seen this channel from day one. I've seen it just kind of fall off into very defensive about their deployments, very defensive about their experience, which nothing wrong with having a drill sergeant with no experience, but at the same time you still want to learn from the best. But yeah, that's all I wanted to address. It's just the behavior here is kind of toxic, and I mean, I think this person, Erica, should do better. And yes, I'm calling you Erica because not my sergeant. All right, peace out.